Now further to this, you can make you can trim this off and make it into hidden lines because later it will become complicated. So you do make it first only some part of it as hidden. Here also, since it was a dark line before, so here make this internal part as hidden, which is passing through the cylindrical shape. Can convert this to a thick line. Now, how to mark the draw the bean shape here? So, what happens here is here you can do the marking for point 1 like P1 dash. It's very easy to mark for P1 dash and P7 dash. This is P7 dash. So these two markings are very easy, but the other markings have to be obtained from top view. So from obtaining from top view, first mark for these points can also be marked as 1, 7 as center. And coming from here, this is 1, 7. The other points are 8 and 12 coming from here, 11 and 9, 10. Similarly, you can do other markings also from here. Three and five can fall in this line. Just pick up one point and you can bring a change to it. This is the last line. Last line is 4. This can be changed to 4. Then this is 3 and 5. So this point is 3, 5. Lastly, you can mark for 2 and 6 on this next point, on the next line. 2 and 6. After marking on these points, you can do marking. If, for example, here 1 is coming from this point. So downward, I can mark on the center line where I can draw a circle. I must draw a circle passing through this line, which will give me the first point. Point 1 here, P1 here. And my P1 is here, mark P1 dash, and this is 1 double dash. Same way, I'm going to mark for 2. So 2 is here. 2 is here on this slant line. 2 is marked and it is dropped from slant line to the center, the center line, and a circle is passed through that point. This is the second point, which is dropped from the slant line. Now coming to the third point, which is touching the slant line. The third line is passing through this third line. This is the line dropped from the third point, if you see. Point 3. So slant line, point 3 is passing from here. Now the fourth circle can be drawn from the point dropped from 4. This is the point which is touching the slant line at 4. So this line This line over here, when brought to the baseline, center line, and if a circle is passed through it, so that point will give us the points over here. So let's see. First, draw all the circles passing through all the points from here. So we have drawn the fourth circle. One, two, three, four. So three more circles will come. This is one more, which will be dropped till the center line, and a circle will pass through that line. Then one more circle will pass through the next point, passing through 8. So this is the next circle, and one more last circle will pass through P7. So these are some points that are marked. No need of bringing this point. Only if we can end the lines dropped from the slant line on the center line itself. So if you see, there are 7 lines. Now these 7 lines connecting to these lines will give us the actual points in the end, that is P1, P2, P3, all those points we will obtain mapping like this. Point 1 is already marked. Point 2, so second circle is this, and point 2 is passing here, so this is point 2. Point 3 is passing through this circle. This is the third circle, and this line is passing through here, so this is the third point, P3 point. This is the fourth circle, and the fourth circle is passing by over here. This is the P4 point. I will mark it for you. This is P1 point, P1 point. This is P1 point. This is P2 point. This is P3 point. This is P4 point. And now P5 will exist on the next circle. P5 will exist here. 5 is passing through here. So point, we will mark point on this P5 circle. And the next point is passing through this sixth circle, that is this point, and the last point is P7, that is this one. So this is P4. This is P5. This is P6. This is P7. Once we have drawn this, we can actually take these points and mirror them. See, we can mirror these points across these 2 points. Okay. And we can mirror all of them across the very center line. So all can be mirrored across this. Now taking the spline command with a thick line. Make a spline passing through them at once. This is how we draw, and then just remove this extra portion going out of 4 from here. Because this point cannot move outside, just make a straight line there so that it looks like a complete shape. Now mirror all this same line, same way the other side also you can draw the lines. And in the front view, you can mark these points now. P1, suppose this is point P1. So you can drop this point P1 till 1. So already you got P1. Now P2 point lines, I'm taking a different color so that you can identify it. P2 can be dropped from here till 2. Till 2. That is, this is the line. So this is not the point, but point is over here. This is the point passing through P2. Next line is passing through P3. P3 is this point, and line passing through 3 is here. So this is the next point in the front view. So you have to map this way, coming from actual points you have got in the top view to side view. The points are marked from top view to side view. Then you get these markings. And fourth point from 4 will be dropped. Point. And from 5, point from 5 will be dropped to mark for 5th point. Then 6th point will be marked from 6. And this is the 7th point that is coming on P7 dash. We got this line. Now we can make the thick layer passing through line. Take this all passes line passing through all these points. Then you can mirror this across. This is how this sum is solved. You can mirror this as well on the other side. Mirror it across. This is how this sum is solved. Thank you.